Hello everybody, Tim here for another movie review, this time for The Killing of a Sacred Deer. This is the new film from A24, and it's from the director of The Lobster. It stars Colin Ferrell and Nicole Kidman. And the basic story here is that Colin Ferrell is a very successful, very intelligent doctor somewhere in the United States. It's not really shown where, but somewhere in the United States. And he has a very loving family, loving wife, Nicole Kidman, 2 kids, but then he begins to be blackmailed by a former patient into doing some unsavory things, and I'm going to leave it at that because I really didn't know much about this movie going into it. I had seen the teaser trailer, which is very ambiguous, and I knew this was being directed by Yorgos. I can't even pronounce the name. He did The Lobster, like I said, and Dogtooth. I have not seen Dogtooth, but I did see The Lobster, and I thought it was good. I appreciated the movie for its filmmaking style, and I thought the script was really, really great, but it felt a little disjointed to me. I still enjoyed the movie. I own it. I've seen it a couple times now. But I was still looking forward to this one because, I liked The Lobster enough to be excited for this guy's next work. So going into it, I was excited. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed Killing of a Sacred Deer a lot more than The Lobster. It's definitely in the same style, very weird, very ambiguous, but it's got more of a straight narrative than The Lobster does, surprisingly enough. And all the performances across the board are incredible. This is probably one of my favorite Colin Farrell performances. He absolutely kills it in this movie, and he's got a great beard throughout. And Nicole Kidman is also very good in the movie. She's not in it as much as Colin Farrell, but still a pretty beefy role, and she goes places in this movie that's pretty intense. As for the story, like I kind of described it already, this former patient of his, Martin, who's kind of blackmailing him into doing something. I'm not sure how to pronounce this kid's name, but he was in Dunkirk, and he's great in the movie. He's a very interesting actor. I thought he was okay in Dunkirk, but in here he's really, really great, and he does a good job being kind of like creepy, and I'm going to use this word a lot, ambiguous. There's a lot of stuff in this movie where you're not meant to know everything. There's kind of a sickness that's going around, that some of the family members fall ill, and you don't really know what it is, and you don't really know when they get better, how they get better, or how they get sick. It's never explained. You're supposed to just accept it, which can be frustrating for some people, but for me and the world that they set up in the first 10-15 minutes of the movie, it worked. So there is a lot of ambiguity, but if you buy into the premise and you buy into the world, you will buy into all the crazy stuff that they ask of you throughout the movie. So anyway, guys, this is a hard one to review because it is so strange and out there, but I will just say, if you don't know anything about it, but you like darker dramas, very dark movies, check it out. It's definitely worth seeing. It's not playing in a lot of theaters, so if there is a theater around you that is playing it, I highly recommend you go check out The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Well, anyway, guys, thank you as always for listening. If you like this video, hit that like button and hit subscribe. That helps me out a great deal, and it helps you stay up to date with all my latest videos. Well, until next time, guys, thanks as always, and have a good one.